Who should take ownership of the work of the internal auditors?
In the first instance, the work of an internal audit unit should be beneficial to the audit committee that has got a direct relationship in enhancing the effectiveness of controls in the government department. Secondly, both internal audit and external audit, as well as the audit committee, should therefore be in a position to collectively and in a cooperative manner be able to provide insights to the leadership of the organization in government about the effectiveness of these controls. What's important here is the frequency with which this engagement takes place. Ideally, the internal audit would carry out the scrutiny on an ongoing basis and confirm that the levels of internal controls are adequate. And in doing that, work hand in hand with the external audit to confirm that the assessment of the level of risk is consistent. And having carried out this work, make sure that to a large extent, the outcome of this work benefits the officials in government whose primary responsibility it is to implement good controls in the first place. So that will be the first custodian of effective internal controls. And simply what internal audit will be doing will be to provide assurance that everything that they do on a self-assessment basis is in keeping with the norms of credibility, with the norms of adequacy of internal control. Once that is done, then it's important that the leadership within the entity is also provided with that assurance that everything that happens administratively is happening within the norms of credibility, the norms of adequacy of internal control. The unique issue within the public sector is the importance of sharing the adequacy of internal controls with the oversight. Oversight being legislatures, being parliaments, being the committees of parliament, ranging from portfolio committees as well as public accounts committees. It is fundamentally important that the level of insight about the status of internal controls is consistent between the executive authority as well as the legislative authority or the oversight. And it is therefore in this respect that the information that comes out of the hard work of internal auditors is transmitted to both sides of governance in government, executive and oversight, with the same level of consistency and same level of detail. In this manner, we'll make sure that internal auditors' work becomes effective, internal auditors' work becomes taken seriously, and that consequences, when they are due, are carried out on the basis of a common understanding of the need for those consequences. This too will go a long way in eliminating an approach of a haphazard interference, haphazard intervention, but rather a structured way of making sure that continuously throughout the year there is a scrutiny of internal auditors, working with external auditors, working with audit committees, and benefiting both the executive as well as the legislature on a consistent as well as an equitable basis.